Okay, so we took our batter and we have it into another pan or a bowl there, right?
Yeah, the only reason we do that is because I have to use the same beaters for the egg whites. For the fourth step of the process, this was step 3, this is step 4, we're going to beat egg whites. Our 3/4 teaspoon cream of tartar. So you can get that fluffy.
So we just had the 4 eggs that you took from which you took the yolks, then we just took the whites, right? Instead of
Correct, correct. And then once we get that going, we're going to add our 1/4 cup of sugar.
So it looks like frosting or something.
Like a meringue, yeah.
And is that what you just used for meringue? Like you're making meringue pie? That's what you do?
Yes, you could put this on a meringue pie, but you need to make sure that you cook it in the oven.
Okay.
There are some cooked meringues where you add like a sugar mixture to it, and that will cook the egg whites, so you don't have to worry about later cooking them. But as long as you bring it up to 140 degrees, you should be able to eat it. All right. And this is the fun part. You just that's what you want it to look like.
Okay. So it's whipped right.
Yes.
So that's the meringue stuff that we just made.
Yes, yes, they got the egg white sugar mixture. And then I'm going to go ahead and just use the big bowl. Fold it back in. So let me just get this nice fluffy batter.
So when we talk about, you're saying you're folding in. Mm-hmm. What's the difference? You know, instead of mixing and folding and all that kind of stuff.
I think the goal is not to deflate the egg whites.
Okay.
And if you're they say if you're more gentle with the egg whites, you won't flatten the batter.
Okay. So it's more softly.
Yeah, kind of like a souffle or anything with eggs in it. You just
Gotta be careful.
gently fold in the batter, and then this way the protein strands too, I think, from the flour don't bind too much.
So we keep talking about all these different things, and I was like, baking is very much chemical,
Yes.
right? Because it's chemical reactions that are occurring. Whereas cooking can be more creative and not as...
Right, you can kind of throw things into
Certain.
a soup.
Okay.
All right, and then we'll go ahead and divide the batter up into these 3 pans.
Okay. So as we said, it's going to be a 3-layer cake. So we have the 3 pans that have been buttered and floured, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay. Here, can we do something?
Sure.
We have our 3rd pan here. And you just separate them kind of evenly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Stick that right over there. I'm going to get my fingers dirty a little bit here. Just kind of get that. I just kind of spread the batter out evenly in the pan.
And then we'll have our 3 that will, and then after these are going to cook, and then we're going to show also how to icing. We're going to make some icing, right?
Yes, we're just going to do
Frosting,
a very
right.
simple plain vanilla cake.
Is there a difference between icing and frosting, or is it just the same thing by a different name depending on where you're?
I would say icing might be a little bit more delicate than a frosting itself.
Okay.
I believe it's pretty much the
That's all.
same. Yeah. Sometimes when you glaze a cake, there's it's a thinner batter.
Okay. So you can glaze, you can
Yeah.
frost.
Yeah.
All these different things you can do. Now with this cake though, it is kind of like a basic cake that you could add some elements to kind of make it a little more fancy at
Yes.
times, right?
Yes. In fact, you can use jam or jelly inside the layers, or maybe a chocolate frosting instead of the vanilla frosting. I like to also drop it on the countertop to flatten it out. The butter will flatten out in the oven with the heat, and then we'll stick it in the oven for about 30 minutes. We estimated 25 to 35 minutes, but it seemed like 30 minutes worked the best.
Perfect.
Okay.